Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. Today's video is a brand new episode of the Minecraft 1.3 Q&A series. You fully enjoyed the return episode last week. We smashed over 1,000 likes and over 25,000 people watched that video. Now if you're new to my channel and new to this series, welcome, thank you for subscribing. This series is where I answer your questions left in the comment section about the future updates of Minecraft. Now you do have to take into consideration that nothing is true, nothing is confirmed unless the developers do announce it themselves. I'm just sharing my overall knowledge of Minecraft because I've been playing for a very long time. Now I do have two bits of information that I want to share with you. The first thing is, guys, we are expecting another bug fix update this week, which will be version 1.2.2. When it's going to be released, it could be any day between today or Friday. So do keep an eye out. I will make a video once it does release. The other thing is, I do have an official PO box. And another one arrived today from you guys. This is fan mail. Now if you guys want to send me anything at all, everything you need to know is down below in the description, okay? It must feature what is on this letter. It must say Echo Soldier, PO Box 268, Liverpool, L230XQ. And I'll open them in the video. So I'm going to be opening this one today. If you do have any more questions, leave them down below in the comment section and hopefully I'll be answering your question next week. But please take the time to watch this video because a lot of you are commenting the same questions that I've already answered. So let's get this open because the fan mail thing is absolutely awesome. You guys can send me letters, gifts, anything at all within reason, and I'll be doing them in some videos. So this one seems to be a pretty big letter. First off, guys, thank you so much for creating the art like this. I've got so many, and if you don't know where this comes from, this is actually my old logo that I used to have on YouTube, and I even got the design 3D printed. So thank you guys so much for doing this. I have so many awesome designs from all of you, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so the first thing I want to start off, it says, to Echo/Scott, I'm watching your 1.2 Realms live stream while writing this letter. I know probably everyone says this, but here it goes anyway. I love your videos and have been watching for nearly a year now, and I'm addicted. Yeah, ... I try my best to catch your streams with school and stuff, and if I don't, I'll watch them when they are not live. A lot of you guys actually do fully enjoy my live streams when they're not live. I know you guys have school, you have work, you have college, so you can't always make it. I understand that, so don't worry if you can't make it to my live streams. It says, also say hi to Robin Struens. From me, of course I shall. And by the way, pineapple does go on pizza, lol. Alright, so everybody who knows me, I don't believe pineapple goes on the pizza. I love pizza, I love pineapple, but they don't go together. Thank you so much. I don't know what else to say, as I suck at writing letter. To be honest with you, your handwriting's really, really neat. When you get the public realm, please invite and then post this gamer tag. I am working on the public realm, I promise you. I'm not going to say I'm not going to say your email in the video. From Matthew, age 10. P.S. I don't mind you mentioning this in the video number. Okay, I don't want to show you guys, but he's posted a link to his YouTube channel because I don't want to display, obviously, your email information. But thank you very much. Numbers and not letters. I love the way you've outlined it's not a zero, or it's a number, it's a letter. Hopefully, you can read my letter. Hopefully you can read my writing fan art on the back, which I already showed you guys to start off with. I looked at the picture on Google and tried to copy it the best I could. Also, I know it sucks. Dude, I love your work, I love your art, and I love the fact that at the top it says potato. So thank you so much for all the fan art, guys. I appreciate you sending me all the things that you take the time to write, because you guys are absolutely amazing. So let's dive into today's questions. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button. So the first question today comes from Mastercraft, who's actually a YouTuber, says, I hope the Super Duper graphics pack will come to MCPE. So there's a lot of confusion about the Super Duper graphics pack. It's really fun to say, Super Duper. If you go back to E3, we've seen the announcement trailer of shaders coming to Xbox. Now, after a lot of discussion, because Xbox now has the Bedrock version, which is what Pocket Edition and Windows 10 have had for a while now, the question was, will Pocket Edition and Windows 10 get the shaders pack? Now, according to the developers, shaders will come to Pocket Edition and Windows 10 in some shape or form. It might not be as good as the Xbox version, because I believe the shaders pack is developed for Xbox One X, and of course, some devices aren't as powerful as that, but we will all get shaders in some shape or form. Because it'd be really cool if they just gave it to one and not the rest. So don't be worrying about that. I've had that question a lot. People saying, is shaders coming? Are we getting shaders? Shaders will not be free for everybody who's asking. it's gonna be it's a texture pack. You pay for texture pack. It's gonna be a shaders pack, all right? And I do think more shaders will be introduced in the future, and shaders are absolutely beautiful. So the next one we have here from our Saturn says, do you think the smaller stuff from Java, durability and numbers, mob spawning that much, and things from the F3 menu, or do you think the bigger things will be more worked on? Combat system, those commands, and all that. Okay, so I've kind of started to notice that the Bedrock version, the version that we play every day, Pocket Edition, Windows 10, Xbox, it's kind of going in its own direction. To me, I don't think they want this version to just follow the PC version, because we're getting super close to passing the PC version, alright? I just think that this version of Minecraft, being the Bedrock version, will kind of go in its own direction. You look at console edition, it kind of has its own thing going on. It has its own community. You look at PC, it has its own thing, its own community. You look at the Bedrock version, it has its own community. Now, things like durability on the numbers, or the numbers and durability, I don't think that's going to happen. I do love the new, like, animation when you're breaking blocks, though. Your pickaxe has, like, a pulsing concept thing when you're in the hotbar, which I like. I think that's pretty cool. So I don't think numbers like that will come. Mob spawning, they do need to work on that, because as soon as it turns nighttime, instantly there are like 10 to 15 creepers everywhere. So they do need to balance that, because it's nighttime, mobs don't always have to spawn instantly, if that makes sense. And things from the F3 menu, I don't really think so. I just think that's just going to stay on the PC version. In terms of, are they going to be working on like combat system and commands? Commands, I've spoken to the developers, they're constantly working on commands, and the combat system, it's a very, very tricky one. Very, very tricky one, but I'm pretty sure we've got some more questions about that, so I'm not going to be answering all that. But yeah, I don't think they want to follow the PC version all the time. I think it's, because you notice, right, a lot of the Pocket Edition features are developed for Pocket Edition first, and then they make it to PC, so it's kind of like both ways. They develop on both ways. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. The next one says, honestly, feel like we're never getting dual wielding anymore, with a sad face. I understand that. Now, there was a massive discussion, I think it was like towards Jeb, saying, is Pocket Edition, is Windows 10, is the Bedrock version going to be getting dual wielding? And they did say yes, when they can get it to work. So this is going to be a really hard process, because the delayed attacking is going to be a lot harder on a device like a mobile phone or an iPad or a Samsung device. Anything touch is always a lot harder to work with than a controller or a keyboard and mouse. So that's always going to take a long time. Now, as you've started to notice, with each update, they are adding more and more things to the offhand. We've got like maps, we've got the totem of dying, we've got arrows. More things are being added. And because it's actually a lot of work, you have to make sure all items look good in the offhand and fit in the offhand, which is why that's taking a long time. So I do think full dual wielding will be coming at some point. Will it be 1.3? I really don't know. And at this current point, guys, I'm really not looking forward to feature updates. I'm looking forward to the bug fix updates, and then making sure that there's a lot of things from the console version that have made it to this version. But I wouldn't be too sad about that. Don't worry about dual wielding. Just don't try and rush Minecraft ahead. You know what I mean? We're always wanting these new features, but I feel like there's some more important things that we should probably focus on first. This next one says, I want Hypixel in 1.3. So I actually have some sad news on Hypixel, and this was posted on Friday or Saturday, I believe it was. Hypixel, their official Twitter, they tweeted out saying that everyone's been asking them to bring back Hypixel for the Bedrock version. But sadly, they said it's not going to happen. They have no intentions to bring Hypixel to Pocket Edition. They said they just don't have the resources yet for them to develop. Now, when we go back to the alpha version of Hypixel, it was so good. It was so much better than any other server, and that was early alpha. And I've spoken to Hypixel himself, and he just said that it's just not their time. So it could happen in the future, but it's definitely not happening anytime soon, which is really sad, because Hypixel is so much fun. They're just sticking to the PC version at this current point, which I fully understand. The next one says, on console, before Better Together, we had favorite skins. Will that come in 1.3? I love this question, because there's a lot of things from the console editions that we don't have on this version. Like, it's so hard to explain, but I kind of feel like for a lot of the Xbox players, we've took a step back for this new version of Minecraft. And it probably won't be for a little while until we get, like, up to date. But I think things like favorite skins will definitely be introduced. I know so many of you really like this, because there's that many skin packs going on. sometimes it's really annoying to try and find your skin, scroll down, change your skin. So I do imagine small things like that will definitely be introduced. The next one says, Q&A, will they add the exit without saving option? Yes, this was confirmed in the official Minecraft Discord. They said that they will be introducing this feature, exit without saving. This means that you could, like, for example, when I go into a world, I like to exit without saving because sometimes I'll enable creative so I can take a thumbnail screenshot. I did it a lot on the Xbox version because you can get a better view of your builds. But they did confirm that exiting without saving will be coming very, very soon. And I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be introduced in 1.2.2. That could be a thing there, Ethan. Great question. I love that one. The next one says, when will custom skins be out? All right, so we were kind of promised custom skins, weren't we? And the ability to make custom skins. But at this current point, we don't. I don't think on Pocket Edition you can even make the 3D skins. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we do have like the 3D edition skins and customizable skins from the Xbox version. You've got like the really big skins. You've got the small ghast and stuff like that. The only reason I can think of at this current point is that people will definitely abuse it. So you may notice that a lot of the skins, being Yoda, being like, I think it's like Frost, where you're like invisible. We've got the ghast. They're really small. And these skins can definitely ruin servers. You literally have a massive advantage when you're a tiny skin, because nobody can find you and you can just hide. So that could be the only reason that's taking a long time. They don't want people to abuse it, so they have a couple of complications to work around. But I would imagine we're going to get custom skins. It's just a matter of when. Next one says, can they fix when you transfer a world from Xbox One Edition and the Ender Dragon actually spawns? There is some massive issues with the transferring worlds. I've experienced so many issues. For example, Soldier Adventures Season 2, we did so much building and so much exploring, but when I transfer that world over from Xbox One to this new version, I sync it, all my builds are gone. It's like I didn't do anything at all. So there's still a lot of work to be done with the transferring worlds. The Ender Dragon actually spawning, that must be so annoying as well. So yeah, that's going to be a work in progress as well. And they did say when they were releasing 1.2 that there will be things that are going to cause issues and bugs. They can only work in it. But I do know, right, when they like in the beta, we had the ability of reporting a broken world. They definitely need to bring that back so we can report broken worlds and they can look at it and go, well, that's broken, but where's it breaking? You can't actually send your world over. It was only a beta thing. That to me is really, really annoying. The next one says, when 1.3 or 1.4 comes out, will structure blocks be able to copy and paste builds? So many of you were super excited for structure blocks, and then so many of you were instantly disappointed. So structure blocks only currently work on the Windows 10 version. And that is because structure blocks are linked to something called Remix 3D. And this is where you can like basically show off your builds in like a small chunk. To me, that's not a structure block. A structure block is exactly what that question just said. Copy and paste. I don't understand. But it's all a work in progress. So I would imagine in the future, I don't know if it's going to be 1.3 or if it's going to be 1.4, but I do imagine in the future, copy and paste with structure blocks will be a thing. I know your frustration because I've been there. I just wanted to like copy a village over just because I can and stuff. So yeah, that will definitely be a thing in the future. The next one says, will the reset end and nether feature be added to the Bedrock Minecraft? So I'm going to straight up and say no. The reason why we had reset end and reset nether on Xbox One Edition and the console version is because the console version was very limited. This Bedrock version of Minecraft is infinite, meaning that you can infinitely explore the end and infinitely explore the nether, meaning that we don't need a reset option. Like if you fully explored one nether fortress, you could go like 1,000 blocks or 2,000 and find another one. And you can keep repeating that process. So that would never be a thing on this version. I really wouldn't want it either. I like the fact that things are infinitely. They're so much fun to explore. The next question here says, Q&A, will the final bits and pieces from Java Edition finally be implemented? I kind of answered a similar question to this earlier on. I do think all features from Java version will be available on Pocket Edition on the Bedrock version at some point. When? I don't really know, because you've still got things missing like the Illusioner. You've still got things missing like the advancements, shields, full dual wielding. There's probably a lot more still missing, but there's so much that the developers are currently working on that, again, I've explained to you guys. I would rather them slow down with the updates and focus on making sure the game is fully stable, because I don't think this version is fully stable. There's some like small nitty-gritty things that I think are more important than features at this current point, but I think over the next year it's going to be such an important update. Now the last question we have today is actually a question for me. It says, hey Echo, please give us one thing you like about this Bedrock version, but also one thing you'd like to see change. So the things that I love about this version is the freedom, the ability to literally do anything you want, and the fact that you can be on Xbox, Windows 10, Pocket Edition, Android, iOS, on so many different versions and soon Switch. I love it. The fact that I can sit there on my mobile phone while someone down the road called Jimmy could play on Xbox in the same realm is absolutely fascinating. So I love that. I love the community coming together. I really dislike things like the biomes. I feel like the seeds on this version suck. I feel like it's the constant same seeds, and I feel like the biome size is way too big for this version. Other things I don't like is I kind of feel like this version was slightly rushed to be released. But I'm hopeful for the future, and that's kind of what I keep saying all the time. People say, well, it sucks, it's not the same version. Over time, this will improve, and that's pretty much all the questions we have for this video. Remember, guys, if you have any questions for 1.3, leave them down below. And I'll try and answer as many as I can in the next Q&A. But like I explained to you, we are expecting version 1.2.2 this week. More than likely more bug fixes, maybe a couple of options to be introduced. But I've been Echo, have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!